Hi, my name is Felicinda, and today I will talk about motivation. This is for my sports psychology class. So I will start saying what is motivation. So motivation is the desire to do something in specific, a reason we act in a particular way, process that indicates, guides, and maintain goal-oriented behaviors. The term motivation is frequently used to describe why a person does something. So, in other words, motivation is the reason why we do something specific. Is that energy or that impulse that we have to do, that we have before doing something. So, usually this happens a lot of sports. When we go to practice or before a game. Also, it happens a lot in the daily life, like motivation to wake up in the morning, to go to work. All of this is motivation. However, there is two types of motivation. So there is the extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. So the extrinsic motivation is doing an activity to attain or avoid a separate outcome. Changes are many of the things you do each day are extrinsically motivated. Involves doing something because you want to earn a reward or avoid punishment. So extrinsic is more when we wanna achieve something. We wanna get a trophy. We want a medal or punishment. For example, I don't wanna lose the game today. I have to score at least 2 goals because in the next practice the coach will make us wrong, for example. Or if I don't play good today, the coach will get mad. All of this is extrinsic motivation. You have to do it all because of you get something of them, like a medal or trophy, or you have a punishment. And the other type of motivation is intrinsic motivation. And the intrinsic is an internal drive for success or sense of purpose. Involves doing something because it is personally rewarding to you. So intrinsic is more when we do things because we enjoy, we like. We do things because we feel pleasure to do it. An example of this is, for example, I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning because I have to practice, but I wake up not because I have to do it, because I wanted to, because I wanted to improve. I want to improve my skills. I want to have a better times. So all of this is because I wanted to, I enjoy to do it. Usually when you are in an intrinsic motivation, you feel motivated. You feel more motivated than extrinsic. And intrinsic motivation is longer. Is much longer than extrinsic. So other examples of extrinsic motivation. We have competitive in sports like trophies, completing work for money, customer loyalty discounts, buy one, get one free sales, frequent flyer rewards. So how you can see, extrinsic motivation is not just for sports. Extrinsic motivation can be also about work, or when you buy things, you have that extrinsic motivation to do it. So this is a good example about extrinsic motivation and intrinsic. So for the extrinsic motivation, motivate to perform an activity to earn or reward or avoid punishment, how I said before. So how you can see, this kid, both are playing soccer. However, this guy, the kid, is thinking about what he will get from this. So he will get a trophy. So this is extrinsic motivation. And you can see the face is like he's more intense, more focused, and also you can see he's mad. I mean, he's focused because he wanna get that. This is an extrinsic motivation. But for the intrinsic motivation, is motivated to perform an activity for its own sake and personal reward. So how you can see, this kid is playing happy. He's thinking about, he enjoyed to do this. He really liked to play soccer. He's doing this sport because he enjoys, he likes, he's not thinking about what he will get from this or what will happen after the game. He's not thinking about it. He's thinking about the present moment, and he's happy with that. So how you can see, this is longer. This will be longer. Extrinsic motivation works. It's not bad. It works, but for centers, so extrinsic works for specific moments, okay? If you always are thinking about what you want to achieve, one day you will get bored. That's why intrinsic is longer. Many of the Olympic athletes, the pro athletes that get longer in that specific sport, usually they use more intrinsic motivation than extrinsic. Okay, so this is more examples. For intrinsic, cleaning because you enjoy a tiny space, but for extrinsic will be cleaning to avoid making your partner angry. So you can see the difference. One is because you enjoy to see the things clean, and the other one is because you will have like a punishment. Your partner will be angry. Another example: playing cards because you enjoy the challenge, or playing cards to win money. So here you don't have a punishment, but you have a reward, and you will achieve something. You will get money out of that. So you can see the difference. Enjoy, and you will get money from that. You will achieve something. So here is the question: is extrinsic motivation bad? Many people think it's bad. External motivation often creates pleasure, and contrary to what you may think, our brain just doesn't work well under pressure. We become less happy. The brain's level of the neurotransmitters serotonin and dopamine decrease. So what I mean with this is that when we are in extrinsic motivation, we usually have pressure. Sometimes sometimes that pressure is good. However, if you have that pressure all the time, you will get bored. You don't like. It will be one moment that you will not enjoy anymore. So most of the athletes that are in this situation, they just leave. They say I don't feel more motivated because it is too much. How it says, the brain doesn't like to be in pressure. So the kids, the athletes, will feel less happy. This is something important as a coach to try to motivate our athletes. Always try to have fun on all of this, because if we have too much extrinsic, they will get bored. And probably they will leave the team if we get too much bored. Okay, ways to stay motivated. So the most effective way, I will think that is set goals. Why set goals? Because you can write, you can be more specific in what you want to achieve. So set goals is one way to keep motivated. Choose goals that interest you. So you always will choose goals that you enjoy, that you like. For example, if I love soccer, I will set goals that will help me to improve my skill. Could be long or short goals, but always something that I'm really interested. Find things that Find things that interest you within goals than don't. How I say, something that you really enjoy, something that you can do all the time. Make your goal public. So many people like to write their goals on Instagram or write their goals on Facebook or tell the people, hey, this is my goal for this year. I personally don't like to put in public. I like more personal. However, I know in public, maybe your group, your teammates will help you. So this is good. This is good to put your goals in public too, if you want other people help you. And this is important if your goal is more about group, about teams, about group, sports group, because if your sport is like golf, swimming, you don't need too much. This is an individual sport. You don't need too much about your teammates. But if it's soccer, baseball, volleyball, you need your teammates. So this is good if you put your goals in public. Plot your progress. So something important is that, for example, if you wanna achieve something, you have to see your progress. You have to, for example, if I run today 1 mile and next week I run 2 miles, I will improve, I will feel better, I will see that I am improving, I will see that I am closer every time, I am closer to my goal. So it's important to follow your progress. Break up your goal. So achieve your goal and always put more goals, put goals that you're really interested. Use rewards. So I like the idea to use rewards to keep motivated. Trophies, medals. However, if for some situations the sports usually you don't get medals, or usually in that sports they don't give medals. So something important that the coach should do is try to give some rewards. For example, who was the best player for this week? Who was the striker, the best striker, the best goal, the best teammate? Even small things like who was the funniest person in the group. That kind of things, that kind of rewards will help the athletes to feel and to keep motivated. And finally, don't do it alone. So something that I really do to feel motivated is don't do things alone. I like to do things in group, because in group it will help me to connect with others. It will help me to achieve things. For example, if I am doing 2 miles and next day the coach say that we have to run 4 miles, if I do that alone, maybe I will not get that. I will not do it, or maybe I will not feel motivated. But if all the group feel motivated, 3 people, if we are 5 and 3 people are motivated, they can contagious, we can connect with them, and we will do the 4 miles. That's why I always recommend to do the hardest exercise do in group, so the people will feel more motivated. So I will talk about the good looks rule. So the good looks rule can be used to keep people motivated. That rule states that humans have motivation when they work on tasks are not too hard but not too easy, just right. For example, if you like something, it's easy to work harder in that. Also, flow is the highest motivation. With good looks rule helps you to keep motivated, because if you do the same drill, the same practice, the same people will lose motivation. So changing the way you do things will help you to keep your interest or motivation. So what I am saying with this is that these rules say that if we do the same thing every day, if every week we do the same drill, the same exercises, the same group, the same people, the athletes will get bored. This is normal. So it's always good to change. For example, in my swimming practice, the coach every week she changes the practice. Sometimes she put 1 week can be all fast, 50, 100 meters, or everything fast. But next week will be longer. And sometimes she changes longer and fast in the same week. So it is always is good to change a little bit the practice. If not, the athletes will get bored if they do the same thing over and over again. Okay, so this is Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is the Manchester City coach. One of the best soccer coaches in the world. He was before the coach from Barcelona, Manchester, Bayern Munich. He coached, I think, 4 years ago. He's a really good coach. I will talk about motivation speech. A motivational speech will last approximately 7 minutes. In the 7 minutes, the athletes can get focused before a game and understand the goal that the coach wants to achieve. This speech is really important because it will help the athlete to win the game. These speeches are overrated because many coaches take more than 7 minutes and you lost the idea of what you want to achieve. Other coaches don't know use the right words and the athletes lost their interest of their focus. So a motivation speech have to be 7 minutes, no longer than that. Why? Because if it's longer, the athlete will get bored. The athlete will lose interest. The athlete will lose focus. If you talk more than 7, the athlete will lose the idea. If you talk less than 7 minutes, maybe they will don't understand what you want. You need to be specific in that 7 minutes. And also be specific. Don't do long examples or don't talk too much. Right now I will show you a short video about Pep Guardiola talking. One of the best speeches that I saw. Let me show you the video. One second. Okay, so this is his speech. Okay, put here.
Gundo, you pass the ball to find that.
You have to score the goal, guys.
The first man set the ball. And control guys, and control counter.
Sit down! Nobody talk! Sit down! We drink water and relax.
It's 11 months, guys. It's 11 months working for that title, guys. And today you know the step we make forward.
This is the champion. Today, he must, Judy must.
Okay, so let me come back. So this video was Pep Guardiola with the Manchester City talking about the games. Usually he talks before and in the middle of each game. How you can see, one way that he usually he do 7 minutes speech. Usually he's really motivated. He's really in the game. He's really in the mind. He's really specific. If you see the video, he talks about what is wrong, what we need to improve. He's really specific and good in that. So, wait, it's not this one. So, I will talk about the flow. So, flow is the best motivation that you can have in a game. So, flow is when they are in the zone. We could describe flow as your state of peak motivation. When you are in the flow, you are in the present moment, you are not thinking about what you will do in the afternoon, you are thinking in the present. Also, the time fly. You don't realize what time is, the time fly, and you really enjoy. This is the best motivation that you can have in a game. So, personality is something really important when we talk about motivation. How you know every athlete is different. That's why we need to know the personality of each one to see how we can motivate them correctly. So, it is important that we know a person's personality because it will help us understand how we really are and how we act in different situations. It can be used as a captain or coach of an athlete team in a good way because it can bring many benefits for their team, and it will help to understand other people's minds. In this case, it will help to understand how your teammates think and who will be better for different positions in the game. This will be an advantage for you and your teammates. What I was saying with this, what I am saying with the personality. So, every person is different. For example, I know many of my teammates, you cannot talk. You need to be really careful which words you use to motivate them. His personality is one of the reasons of his success, the hard work that he have. So his personality is something important for him. I will show you right now the video. Let me see. So, this is the video, 5 minutes video. Well, I think it's 3 minutes, sorry, 3 minutes video. Let me show you here.
I'm always the best. I don't care what the people are thinking, what they say. In my mind, not just this year, but always, I'm always the best. In the beginning, I was dreaming to be the best player in the world. When I'm 12 years old, most of the people told me, Cristiano, you are a very, very good talent player, but you are very skinny, very slim. And I put it in my mind, the body we can improve. We can improve. You go to gym, dedication and hard work, you can improve. So I've improved myself. I'm always say it was the toughest time in my life. It was when I left my family with 11 years old to live in a different world. I was crying almost every day. I'm not regret because it was more intense moments in my life that I lived through. So without sacrifice, we cannot win nothing. My motivation is to be in the top level all the time, you know, to care myself, every year is a challenge for me to be better than last year. So I know it's tough. Last year was amazing. 2 years ago was amazing too. So my job is to continue to work hard and dedicate myself 100% in my job. You have to work. I try to do it almost every day. This is why I'm in the top level many years. It's not by coincidence. It's because I do it extra outside the pitch. Don't exist secrets. The secret is dedication and hard work. You know, to be able to work 100% all the time. This is, if exists words, this is my secret. Athleticism means a lot. For me, I think the small details in the hands gonna make a huge difference to compare with the other players. So I think it's very important to do this kind of work, and I think it's going well on me. This is why I'm in good shape almost all the year, and I wanna carry on like that because it's helped me a lot. It's part of me. I'm not doing that kind of work because I have to, because it's part of me. I think the numbers, they say everything. I don't need to say, I'm a minister of football, I'm a legend. The numbers say everything. To be in my shoes is not easy, but I'm not complaining. I just want to say that I'm still happy. All this happened because of a reason. The reason is I'm unbelievable inside the pitch. This is why the people have so much interest on me.
Okay, so how you can see in the Cristiano Ronaldo's video, his personality is what really helps him. Something that he said really important is that he don't do the hard work, he doesn't do extra because he have to. He do it because it's part of him. He do it because it's really it's something that is part of him, something that he really enjoy. You can see that Cristiano Ronaldo is a good example for intrinsic motivation. He's doing because he enjoys. It's something that he feel passion for that. He's a really good example of the intrinsic motivation. I will explain ways to keep motivated. Group activity. I mean, when you are doing something in group, you will feel much motivated than do it alone. When you do in group, you can connect with people, you can push yourself, and more if you have a competitive personality. If you think you are a person really competitive, you will achieve more things doing with a group than alone, than individual, because you have that personality. Keep in mind the results. So keep in mind your results. I wanted to achieve this. I have been achieving this. How I see me, what I wanted to improve, my progress. All of this will help you, will keep you motivated. Goals. How I see myself in 1 year. How I see myself in 5 months. What kind of skills, what group of muscles I want to work, how I see my body in 2 years. All of these are goals. If you set goals, you can create an image of how you want to see or what you want to get. Plan. To have goals, you have to have a plan. Practice 3 times a week. Practice 2 or 4 times, depend of which sport. Depend of what person you are, depend of your personality. Motivation speech. If you don't have a coach that really motivates you, you don't have people around you that motivates you, there is YouTube videos. There is videos that will help you to feel that motivation. Motivation speeches are really important. You saw how Pep Guardiola used that with his athletes. He motivates a lot, Pep Guardiola.